Yes, guys, welcome back to the Journeyman here on Football Manager 2021. Hope you guys are keeping well and safe, and welcome back once again to the channel for another episode here with Cardiff City in the Championship. As always, guys, be sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. Your support is always greatly appreciated, and we're going to check out how we've been getting on so far since we last met, and it's been... well, very, very positive. Could have been a lot worse. Since the last episode where we got that 3-2 win against MK Dons, we actually kept 3 straight clean sheets. The first one was in a 0-0 draw away at Derby, a team who were up there with us, to be fair, obviously doing quite well. We then got a very nice 2-0 win against Hull City. Ricky J. Jones scoring twice in that game, 2 late goals in the final 20 minutes of the tie. And then beat Birmingham City 1-0. Kiefer Moore with the goal in the 60th minute. And then in our most recent game against top of the league Fulham, a game which Fulham pretty heavily dominated, we got a 1-1 draw. Michael Obafemi coming off the bench and firing home with a powerful effort to cancel out Zek Medley's early goals. So as you can see there, folks, unbeaten month of September, carrying on that good form from the end of August as well, and things are looking really, really nice in the league now. As you can see, up to 5th place in the league now, 18 points. 4 points, to be fair, behind the top 4, but already starting to get a nice little cushion. It's very tight from 13th upwards, really. There's only 2 points in it. But today we have a tough game. It's up against West Ham United, who, as you can see, level on points with us. We've just got that slightly better goal difference. So it's going to be, of course, a very, very tough game for us. But nonetheless, I am looking forward to it and seeing how we can get on in that game. Fulham at the moment fully dominant, of course. Dropped points against us, which is nice. Their only other game they lost was to Sheffield United, who were there in 2nd place. But Ricky J. Jones already with 7 goals for us. Can see him sneaking into 3rd place in that top goal scorers there. He's been phenomenal since joining, really. Really happy with the boys that I've brought in. And who have been playing, really. Ricky J. Jones for 1, 7 goals in 11 games, which is a very, very nice return already in the Championship. And I'm fairly confident that he's going to beat his record of 12 that he scored for Peterborough last season. Louis Thompson has come in, albeit not as a starter throughout, but he's grabbed a goal and, of course, got a really decent average rating to kick himself off. Harry Pickering, slow start, but still 4 assists in 9 games, which is a phenomenal return. Miguel Almiron as well, who we introduced in the last episode. Again, slowly getting into it. Had a couple of injuries to slow his progress down, but happy with that so far. And William Saliba as well, grabbed himself a couple of goals and really, really tasty average rating. And the defence just looks really solid with him in there, really. So it's going to be a tough game. West Ham United, 6th place, managed by Chris Wilder at the moment. Got some really, really good players. In terms of value, they've got players worth 53 million in Jared Bowen, who's still playing. Fornals there worth 44. Like, to be in the Championship and have that amount of players worth, valued over 21 million is phenomenal. And Jared Bowen is an unbelievable player. So, yeah, it's going to be a really, really tricky game, guys. So, let's jump into it. And fingers crossed, we can try and get something against the Hammers. So then here are the teams. Unfortunately, we've had to make a couple of changes. So, unfortunately, Saliba is out due to injury. And so is Kiefer Moore up top. So Ike Ugbo will come in to partner Ricky J. Jones up front. Our midfield four is Jeff Hendrick, Ryan Bodin, Will Vauxhall and Miguel Almiron. Our back four is Perry and G, Sean Morrison and Grant Hanley, with Harry Pickering and Smithies in goal. West Ham starting Jared Bowen, Callum Wilson, who's phenomenal on Football Manager, Kufal in there still, Mari. They've got some top players. It's going to be such a tricky game, guys. We're going to see how it goes. We are away from home as well, so I'm going to be expecting West Ham to obviously come and attack us. But let's see how it goes. I'm obviously a little bit cautious. May well go possibly a little bit defensively. But we'll see how it goes. West Ham with an early few shots on goal. And we've just got to rely on maybe these counter-attacks. You can see them playing the back 5 there. If they're pushing quite high and attacking, we might be able to do them on a counter-attack. And this may be one of them. Ugbo on the right-hand side. Plays it into Hendrick. Wasn't a great pass by Ugbo there, to be fair. But all the way back to Bijlov. Long ball forward, which Grant Hanley can cut out and play long ball towards Ricky J. Jones. Didn't quite get in front of his man. And West Ham will work the ball forward here. Jared Bowen into Kufal. Kufal now on the right side has beaten our left back. Grant Hanley away, and this is where we can counter. Will Vauxhall up to Ricky J. Jones. Can he use his pace? Got the overlap of Almiron. Tried to find him, but didn't work out. And now that's the ball over the top for Jared Bowen, who's going to put it in the back of the net. And you're expecting him, a player that's valued over £50 million in the Championship, to be scoring goals like that. But we got done over the top there. Very poor from us to be in that position to counter-attack. Long ball over the top. They looked both offside, to be honest, but they've beaten our offside trap keeper in no man's land, and West Ham United are 1-0 up. So a disappointing start from us, really. As it stands, we fall out of the playoffs just very slightly. But we're probably going to get this season, where there's games where, I'm still in the middle of a rebuild. Still not, the squad's probably not where I want it to be right now. So for me to force my tactics in some games isn't probably going to quite work out. And as it stands, it is 1-0 at half-time here against West Ham United, who've looked, very, very solid. You can see their XG shot up when he scored that goal because he made it himself. Made it himself, really. But we need that little bit more. Attackers, I'm going to say, there's a lot more to come from you. Midfielders as well. Let's just get into them a little bit and see if we can kick off this second half. It's going to have to be a counter-attacking game, it seems, if we want to get anything out of this game. Ricky J. Jones, again, nothing sticking. Big chance for West Ham to make it 2-0. And it is, from our own mistake as well. Ricky J. Jones has lost the ball both times, which has led to a West Ham goal. And it's him actually trying to be sort of unselfish and create the play. His passing attribute isn't fantastic, and that's maybe what's causing us the issue there. But against these teams like West Ham, are we going to be able to play the way we want to play? Maybe it's a little bit, that's something that I'm going to learn across this season. Might have to start going maybe that little bit more defensive against these stronger attacking sides. And Bodin, the youngster, has lost out there. They're just everywhere in their West Ham. And you're just stood there letting him run through. Oh, my days. Jared Bowen makes it free. Not what we wanted. Look at this. Grant Hanley just stood. There, go on, mate. Go through. Put the pressure on him. 3-0 West Ham. We've not had a shot on target just yet. Jared Bowen with the ball in. And it's almost 4. It hits the post. Let's try that to balance. As it stands, we're down to 7th, which I don't mind too much. But we want to try and get something respectable out of this game. The front two being poor. Jeff Hendrick on a 6.0 as well. Pickering, ball in, headed away. You'd expect maybe a corner or free kick. Maybe our best route back into the game. But even Pickering's lost it here. Bodin, look at the space on the right-hand side for Jeff Hendrick, who's had a poor game. Bodin to NG. Back to Bodin. Jeff Hendrick on a shocking rating, as you can see there. But Ricky J. Jones is through, and it's a lovely finish by Ricky J. Jones with half an hour to go. Maybe, just maybe, we're back into this game. Haven't really got a right midfielder on the bench, other than Sam Byram. Well, I'm going to drop Almer onto the right-hand side, and we'll bring Benzer onto the left. But maybe, just maybe, we're back in this game at 3-1. Ricky J. Jones continues his hot form this season. Just got to make sure that we don't concede now. And West Ham are in again here. Decent ball in. How have we let him win that header? A great save by Smithies. But you never know in football. A goal maybe in the next 10-15 minutes, and we put all the pressure back onto West Ham for the final stages of the game. Drop another encourage on the boys. Just looking at there, Will Vauxhall is disappointed. We'll bring Joe Rules on for him, especially as Vauxhall is on a booking. Almiron struggling just that little bit as well. Let's shoot back up to attacking now. Pickering on a low rating as well. So we're going to bring on Famia Castillo just to bring that little bit of physicality and explosiveness down the wings. But it looks like West Ham are going to see out this 3-1 victory, to be honest. I was disappointed because I thought, you know what, we get another goal right after, Jay Jones, and no, we've not offered anything else. So it's finished West Ham 1-3. Well, West Ham 3, sorry, Cardiff 1. Okay in spells, pretty disappointed throughout. And West Ham, as you can see by the stats, fully deserved a win. And that's going to be the difference between us and some of these teams this season. Ricky J. Jones, a really, really lovely finish, but he lost the ball twice to allow West Ham to counter and score. It's not disastrous. We're still well within this playoff race, you could say. But that's not an ideal way to obviously end our little unbeaten run that we had going on. But October's a month where, we've got some decent games coming up. Norwich, Preston, And then Nottingham Forest, another probably promotion rival. Norwich and Preston close to us as well. Two home games in there, which we'll want to be taking advantage of in front of our own fans. And the 2 away games as well. So we'll come back sometime in November, possibly the game against Swansea or Bristol City, just to move things on a little bit more. But things are going okay. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, guys. How you think this season has started. Where were you expecting us to go with this club this season? There's still obviously some positions and some players that I'm trying to figure out and see what I can do with these players. But there's still obviously some areas that we need to strengthen and need to have a look at. But as it stands, impressed with some players in particular. Obviously, Ricky J. Jones, who I've signed. Really looking forward to Ryan Bodin. Actually wanted on loan by 2 lower league teams. But for a player that's 17 years of age, as a ball-winning midfielder, of course, got to work slightly on that marking and possibly strength, which will always improve as he gets older. But look at some of the attributes there. I would class him as very good to world class already at the age of 17, those attributes. So if we can improve on things a little bit, he could turn out to be one hell of a player. But yeah, another episode done. Fortunately, it's a loss today, but we'll work on getting back to winning ways as soon as we can. So be sure to hit the like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And until next time, I'll see you all very soon.